Yo, family, we're going to get started here in the next few minutes. Go ahead and send the link out to everybody you possibly can. Go out in every single one of your chats, or, whether that be on Telegram, Discord, Instagram, whatever. Tell everybody that this fire training is live right now. It's live right now. Plug in, get this knowledge. For those of you that are just joining, we'll be getting started here in the next couple of minutes. Shout out to all 13 of you that are here, on time before you're here early. Go ahead and spam the link. People are not going to want to miss this. So go ahead and send the link out to everybody that you possibly can. I'm being so serious when I say this. You don't want to miss it. Let's go. Yo, family, it is officially 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I think it's like 2 Pacific. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get this fire training started. Let me go ahead and turn my camera on, spotlight my video. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? Y'all, everybody been making money? Drop a one in the chat if you're feeling good. Drop a one in the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to see y'all good. I see some familiar faces on here. My man Cooper, my man Rock the God. Boom, let me go ahead and do this. Boom. But I need some more energy from y'all. There's 17 people on the call. If you're blessed and grateful just to be here one more time, go ahead and flood the chat one more time with ones. Flood the chat with ones. Let me go. I'm hyped today. I'm always hyped to talk about building. I'm always hyped. When it comes to impacting lives, I'm always hyped. Yes, what the call is. It is 2&Free Tuesday. I got a question. I got my fan on right now. Does the fan interfere with me talking? Does the fan interfere with me talking, or do I need to cut that off? Cut it down. Go ahead and type it in the chat, because I don't want nothing to impede my speech, because y'all need to hear this. Boom. Let me go to my audio settings. Little muffle. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go cut it down. How's that? We good? We good? Everybody good? Bro, it is not cold. It is not cold to me, bro. Not even good cap. Not even good cap. Not in San Antonio. San Antonio, it is never cold. All right, cool. Hold on, let me get my watch here. All right. So, we got 22 people on the call. So, first things first. Do you have any new members on the line? If you joined this week or last week, go ahead and drop a 2 in the chat. Go ahead and drop a 2 in the chat if you joined this week or you joined last week. Okay, my man, Jonathan, Alvin. Okay. I see we got some new members. Hey, look, welcome to Elevation Empire on behalf of me. Welcome to Elevation Empire. Welcome to the money team. If you've been here for a minute, if you did not drop a 2, go ahead and drop a number 3. Welcome to new members, because this training is geared towards y'all. I'm gonna break this training into 2 parts. One for the new members, one for the vets. So, all right, cool. We on time. 3 minutes. All right, cool. So, y'all got a call. 2&Free Tuesday. So let's talk about it. What is 2&Free? All right, so you all paid your subscription. Y'all paid that $235. Y'all paid that $199, whatever y'all paid, to get in and get access to I Am Mastery Academy. Am I right or wrong? Yes or yes? Y'all paid y'all's money. But on the opportunity call, what is the one thing that they talk about when it comes to actually paying a monthly subscription? They say don't. They say don't pay the monthly subscription because it's not pretty. Like nobody wants to come out like, $175, $275 a month. Like, you already paid, $235, $199, whatever you pay. You shouldn't have to pay nothing on top of that. And that's what this training is going to be about today. Our training today is going to be about how you can actually go ahead and get your monthly subscription waived as new members. You want to get your 2&Free before your 28 days are up, because nobody likes the monthly payment. Just it's as simple as that. Nobody likes it, but we got ideals, we have to pay it, but you shouldn't. And that's what this training is going to be about today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hold on, let me fix this right here so I can see my little whiteboard. Boom. All right. So we're going to talk about how to get to 2&Free. All right, so we got your 2&Free. So what does this mean? 2&Free. Oh, y'all can see that? Yeah. All right, cool. So your 2&Free is basically, yes, that part. Take notes, because this training, I'm going to be going over a lot. And it's going to be real useful, not just for 2&Free, but for P150, P600, all of that good stuff. So 2&Free. 2&Free is when you have 2 personal enrollments. That is what 2&Free is. Once you get 2 personal enrollments, you now activate the 2&Free scholarship. So just because you got 2 people into the business using your unique link, then you now have free access to the tools and services within I Am Mastery Academy. But you say, well, getting to personals, that sounds kind of hard. I came in here to trade. I came in here to do X, Y, and Z. I didn't really sign up for, going out and trying to talk to people. That's okay. I'm finna go into it right now. But you know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, want me to go back over anything, drop it in the chat. I have it open right now. Take a screenshot, take a picture, write it down, whatever you got to do, because I'm about to erase it. All right, cool. Let me find my Mr. Green. All right, let's talk about it. There are a few things that you have to know about. This is for you. I'm breaking this. This is for you. In order to get 2&Free, this is what you have to do. This is what you personally have to do. There's a few steps to it. Step number one is you have to get educated. Hold up, let me fix this. Before you even think about bringing people into the business, you number one have to get educated. Because how can you bring people into the business if you don't even know what the business is? How can you bring people into the business and you don't know how to plug in to the system, to your IM.center? How can you bring people into the business and you've never been on a foundation call before? You don't know the contents of the foundation call. You don't know the simple things that you can be able to pass on to the new person into your business. Before you bring somebody into the business, you got to know the business. You got to know what you're talking about. And the way that I break it down is you need to ask yourself two questions. Why and how? These two questions right here, actually I'm gonna put a little, these two questions right here are going to be your best friend. Think about how you got into the business. Somebody brought you into the business and somebody brought them into the business and so on and so forth. So you can always have somebody to ask these questions to. Why and how are your two most powerful questions you can ask? Because it builds on your education. The more you know, the more you can teach and pass on. See, education isn't necessarily for you when it comes to this business. The more you know, the more you can simplify and pass it down to the next person. That is what education is. So you need to ask the questions why, you need to ask the questions how until you get to the foundation. You need to ask why, you need to ask how until you get to the foundation. Because once you get to the foundation, you now know how things work step by step by step. And you can add your own little sauce to it, and you can simplify it for the next person so it makes it easier for them to do number two. Get results. So let's recap. The first thing you need to do before you even look at bringing somebody into the business, before you even look at getting into your 2&Free, you need to, one, become educated on all aspects of the business. You need to know how you need to know how IM.center works. You need to know how to fund the broker. You need to know what lot sizes are. You need to know how to plug into the EE resource chat. You need to know how to plug into the system. You need to know how to utilize the system on a simple basis. You need to ask your questions why. You want to ask your questions how until you get to the foundation of whatever you're talking about. Because if you break it down, you can build it back up so much easier. That's why when you look at something like this, hold up. If you look at something like that, you break it down, you ask your why and your how until you get to something like this. You break it down until you get to something like this. And then something like this. Because if you know, you can't even see that. Because if you look at something like this, you want to break it down until you get to the most simplest aspect. And once you learn it, you can teach this so much easier. I only use math because I'm a math major. All right, cool. So if you're tracking with me so far, if this is making sense, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. Okay, cool. Y'all tracking. All right. So number one, you need to get educated. You need to ask why and how until you get to the foundation. Because the quicker you do this, the quicker you can get results. And this is ultimately where you want to go. You don't want building results. You want trading results. That's what you want. You want to come in and get educated. You want to learn as much. You want to learn as much as you can. You want to get trading results so that you can duplicate it. It's that simple. You want to get trading results, whether that be copy, paste, profit. If you know how to copy and paste on a foundational level, you can teach it that much simpler. Whether that be plugging in the goal line, Millie Mills, Matty Pips, those are results. Because you know how to plug in, you know how to use the strategies, you know how to use the services, and you're able to teach it at a much simpler level. Because if I know nothing about the business, all I'm going to say is, you know what? The person that brought me into the business, they told me, you know, I need to go to this website and I want to look at everything that they're doing and do the exact same thing. Opposed to, all right, bro, this is what you got to do. You need to fund your broker account. Once you fund your broker account, you get verified, you get do all that, you get all that set up. Then what you want to do is you want to plug in. We have HFX breakfast, 9 a.m. Then at, 11 a.m., you have, Million Meals. You plug into there. You have Matthew Day at 10 p.m. Then you have Midnight Snack at 11 p.m. You have 4 opportunities to trade and make money. I just gave you the blueprint. Whether you do it or not is up to you. That's how this should work. Because if you know what you're doing on a foundational level, there is no room for error. So before I move on, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do about this, because I'm about to move on. These are the things that you should be doing in order to, before you even bring somebody into the business, is you need to get educated, you need to get results. All right, cool. So let's talk about bringing people to the business. The first thing you need in order to bring somebody into the business is something to show. We already just talked about that. First thing you need, something to show. Two, you need a story. 3, good access to info. This is what you need to bring anybody into the business. Anybody. You need something to show, aka results, any kind of results. Exactly. 2, you need a story. Because facts tell, story sells. It's as simple as that. And 3, you need good access to information. And if you notice, there's a pattern. There's a pattern to it. Because if I have great access to information, that means I'm plugged in. Not only do I have access to the right information, but I know somebody that also has access to better information than me. So, in other words, dang it, that means I need a good mentor. You need a mentor, you need to be plugged in. All right, cool. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. If everybody's tracking with me, drop one in the chat. If everybody tracking with me. Cool. Cool. So look, something to show. All right, so when you're trying to approach somebody about the business and they may or may not have expressed interest to you about the business, what you want to do is you don't want to go in there empty-handed. That's like if you go into a house party. You don't go to a house party empty-handed. That's leaving a bad taste in somebody's mouth. So what you want to do is you want to say, you know what does the second bullet point say, bro? Story. You need to have a story. And I'll get to that in a second. Because when you go and you want to tell somebody about the business empty-handed, you're leaving the business up to interpretation. Oh, right here. Oh, you meant this one. All right, cool. So this is what I mean by that. So, all right, cool. Let's run through a scenario. Let's say that I'm approaching somebody about the business. I say, you know what? I'm excited. I have a $1 million opportunity. I found a solution. Well, what's the solution? Man, I don't got time to explain it on the phone. Let's say that you slip up. You say, oh, I trade in the foreign exchange market. I'm making money from my phone. Well, how much money have you made? You can't tell somebody a number that you know is not true. Oh man, well I made $200. I made $400. No, you didn't. That was on demo. That's not hitting your account. It's not hitting your account. So don't capture these people. Don't go out there capping, because people have a cap meter. People can sense your cap through the phone, whether you knew that or not. Sometimes people, they be wondering why they don't be getting no signups, because you're probably out there capping. So you need to have something to show. And that leads me to my next point. Because if you have something to show, then you have a story to tell it. Because you know what? Before this business, you may have had a job. You may have been working, at a family business. You may have been working for X, Y, and Z. But guess what? If you have results, I guarantee you, this is better than 80% of anything you could do without the business. He's like, you know what? I was on a job. And I had to work 1 hour just to get $10. But guess what? This morning on HFX breakfast, I made that same amount in how many minutes? 3 minutes. So let's do the math. If they're making $10 an hour, and I'm making $10 every 3 minutes, they have 23 minutes in an hour. So really, I'm making $200 an hour, and you still making 10. How much better does that sound than I got results? How much better does that sound? You know what? Before I joined this business, I was making $10 an hour. Now I'm able to make $200 an hour. What that does is that creates curiosity within that person. They're like, you know what? How are you able to make $200 an hour? And you just started. You know what? Because I make $10 every 3 minutes. And if I'm consistent with that number for a whole hour, that's $200. And the thing about it is that there's people making that in the 3 minute time too. So $200 every 3 minutes times 20. That's 4 bands. Who's gonna argue with that? Name one person. And if they are, then they're content with clocking in. It's that simple. So you want to have something to show. You want to have a poor-minded person. Yeah, you can say that. But I'm going to get into that in a second. Because some people, they over leverage that fact. And I'm going to show you this. You want to have a story to sell. You want to have good access to information. Because when you're piquing somebody's interest, you don't want to pique somebody's interest on a false truth. And what I mean by that is you don't want to tell somebody something that isn't necessarily true. So let's say that I'm approaching this individual and I say, man, I trade in this market and, you know, we get $7.7 trillion a day, you know, for a whole week. One, that's not even true. It's per day. So when you tell people something, you want to be as true as possible, as genuine as possible. Because if you tell somebody something and they believe it, then they're going to go based off the notion that what you said was true. Because at the end of the day, you have the knowledge, they don't. You have the solutions, they don't. So you got to come correct with your solution, or else you're going to lead somebody on to something that's not necessarily true. So go back. First thing you need, something to show, aka results, which you already have before you even start getting your 2&Free. You have results. 2, you have a story to tell. Yeah, it is. Stories. And then good access to information. Let me go ahead and turn this on. Cool. We're good. So go ahead and take a screenshot, take a picture, write it down, whatever you got to do, because I'm about to move on. All right, cool. All right. So let's recap. When you get your 2&Free, the first thing you need to do is do stuff for you. So the you part, basically you need to get educated. It's not showing up. Cool. So you need to do the you part. This is what you need to do as an individual. You need to get educated. Then you need to get results. Once you get results, it now switches for what you're going to be doing for the other person. So you need to be able to show your results, or leverage your results. Then you need a story to tell. Then you need to have good access to information. And I'm going to tell you why this is important. Because what you want to do is you want to create producers. You want to create producers, then you want to create leaders. I'm going to write that down. You want to create producers, then leaders. Because guess what? If you just came into the business and you're not plugged in, you're not educated, and you don't have results, you're not going to get anybody into your business. You may get a couple people, but that's just based off of clout. You don't want to get people into your business based off of clout. You barely have clout as it is. Wait till you get chairman clout. But guess what? It all starts with you being plugged in. It all starts with you being educated. It all starts with you getting results. Because if you have nothing to show, then you have nothing to sell. Because if you have no results, you don't have a story to tell. And what? Facts tell, story sells. And if you don't have a story, let alone results, how can you expect to get somebody into your business and expect the same thing? How can you expect somebody to get results into a business that you don't have results in yourself? Make it make sense. Results. You want to leverage your results. You want to have a story to tell. And you want to have good access to information. And that comes from you either being plugged in and you have a good mentor that's plugging you in. Because you have to fill your own cup and then have somebody pour in it too. Because what do we all do? What do we all do? We go into the refrigerator, we get some juice. Pretend this is juice. We pour it in a cup, we fill it up. We drink the juice halfway down. Then we get the juice again and fill it back up. Same thing into the business. Same thing into the business. So you gotta be plugged in, fill your cup, drink it down halfway, and have your mentor pour back into you. Then you got a full cup. And then you can look and try to get somebody into your business. But this is the foundation. You got to take care of you first. Because if you don't know how to do stuff within the business and get results, you can't teach nobody else how to. That's creating your mentor a job. You don't want that. So boom, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do, because I'm fixing to erase it. So let's say that you have results. Let's say that you're plugged in, you're educated. This is what you want to do. Boom. What you want to do is you want to execute the PS3 method. And I'm going to write it down. So peak interest, show the plan, through a call. This is how you get your 2&Free. This is basically your bread and butter. It is the PS3 method. You want to pique somebody's interest. This is also where you leverage your results. You want to pique somebody's interest. And I'll get into this in a second, how to do that. You want to show the plan. I said play, but that's okay. Whether that be the video, whether that be the opportunity call, or results. Either or. Because there are 4 different personality types, and not everybody's going to buy into I'll call it a video. Sometimes you could just show them results and they all in. Then through a call. That's self-explanatory. Get somebody to close the deal that's closed the deal before. At this point, you're looking to get your first 2 people. 9 times out of 10, you don't know how to close a deal. Unless you've already been in this, if you've been in the industry before. So get somebody to close a deal that's actually closed a deal before. That's all I gotta say. So execute this, and you're gonna be okay. So let's talk about piquing interest. There's 2 ways you can do it. There are 2 ways you can pique interest. One of them is profile hunting. Oh, this is not it. All right, cool. Profile hunting. 2, on the phone. So first way you can do it is profile hunting. What I mean by profile hunting is you look on somebody's profile, you're going to be DMing 25 people a day. and you find something on their page that you can relate to. So actually, you want to create a triangle of relating to somebody. The business is at the top. Then it's you. Then it's them. What you want to do is you want to relate to them and how they can relate to the business. And then the business, you have the solution to the business. So that's why it leads back to you. I'm gonna make this bigger so I can see it. I'm gonna put it up here. All right, so you want to create a triangle. Business is at the top. Then it's you. Then it's them. What you want to do is you want to look on their profile and you want to relate to them. Let's say that they want to travel. You want to travel too. You want to make money. You want to make money. They want to make money too. Then what you want to do is you want to create the business as a solution to all of that. Because the quicker you can relate you to them and them to the business, the quicker you'll get everybody in your business. And it's a cycle. That's the best way I can explain it. So you want to relate to them off their profile. Then you want to relate this to the business because the business is a solution. And once you present you want to relate, then solve, and then your business. Does everybody understand that? Drop a one if you understand that. Cool, 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 cool. I see 1-1. I see 1-1. All right, cool. Boom. If you relate to your prospect in some way, yes. That's why you relate and you solve. You want to relate, then you want to solve their problems, whatever problems they are. And that is all a part of piquing interest. Because all piquing interest is getting them curious. And once you relate to them, that already creates curiosity. Then you provide the business as a solution, and then boom, they're in your business. So that's profile hunting. 2 is on the phone, and that's going to allow me to erase this whole thing. So take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do, and then I'm going to go ahead and erase this. All right, let's talk about phone work a little bit. All right, cool. So you want to be on the phones. What do you do on the phone? And this is actually an invite. So this is your invite. Actually, before I do the invite, let's talk about who you're going to be inviting. You have cold leads. You have hot leads. Actually, you have cold, warm, and hot. And you have hot leads. All right, let's break it down. So when you're on the phones, these are the people you're going to be relating to. These are going to be the people you're talking to. Y'all see that? Y'all can't see the middle one, but that's okay. You have cold leads, which are people who haven't expressed interest. Your cold leads are people that haven't expressed interest in the business as of yet. 2, hold up, let me do this. All right, warm leads. Warm leads are your warm market. That haven't expressed interest. What I mean by that is your cold leads are people that you don't know and they haven't expressed interest. Your warm leads are people that you do know but haven't expressed interest. Your hot leads are people that have expressed interest. I know this handwriting is kind of bad. All right, cool. So these are your cold leads, warm leads, and hot leads. Take a screenshot, take a picture, write it down, whatever you got to do. Now let's talk about the invite. Let's talk about cold lead invite. So this is for your cold leads. First thing you want to do is you want to be in a hurry. Yeah, be in a hurry. Catch their attention. You want to make it important. You want to clear their schedule. You want to hang up. All right. This is it. Oh, I messed up invite. All right, cool. So these are your cold leads. You can't really see, but I'm gonna explain everything. So the first thing you want to do is you want to seem like you're in a hurry. Because I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. You have to respect your time. If you don't respect your time, nobody else will. So you want to be in a hurry. You want to get on the phones. You want to say, hey man, I only got a couple of seconds. That's what I want to say. I only got a couple of seconds. I'm about to go do something. Whatever you want to fill in right there is on you. I'm about to go do something. But I have something that I want to tell you, and you're the first person that I thought of. As being in a hurry and catching their attention. I have something to tell you, and you're the first person that I thought of. That's catching their attention. Another thing that you want to do is you want to make it important. You want to make sure that this is the most important thing that they've ever heard. It's like, yeah, man, I only got a couple seconds. I got something to tell you. You're the first person I thought of. It's real quick. Do you have your headphones in? Do you have your headphones in? Are you in a quiet place? I was like, when somebody tells you, do you got your headphones in? Are you in a quiet place? That means that they don't want nobody else to hear. They got to tell me something important. Man, do you have your headphones in? Make it important. 2, actually, I'm going to combine these a little bit. Once you say, do you have your headphones in? You say this. You catch their attention by saying something drastic. Like, man, I found the cure to poverty, man. Oh, you know what? I found the solution. I found it. The thing that we've been looking for this entire time, I found it. They're gonna be like, what is it? What is it? Hey, that's when clearing that schedule comes in. They're like, well, what is it? What is it? What is it? Man, like I said, I only got a couple of seconds. I don't have time to explain it in detail. What are you doing such and such time, such and such date? What are you doing today about 6:30 Central Standard Time? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. You cleared their schedule. All right, cool. At that time, me and this other person, we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be talking about the solution. We're gonna be talking about whatever you use to get their attention. Say you're going to be explaining it at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, basically. Then they're gonna be like, all right, cool. At this point, they're gonna be asking you questions. They're gonna be like, yo, what is it? What is it? What is it? Like, bro, I don't have a lot of time. I got a training to do right now. I got this and this right now. Can you make it? Yeah, I'll make it. All right, cool. I'll see you then. I'll text you the details. Then hang up. That's how you invite. And if it's a girl, I can't really do like a little girl impersonation, but you want to make it like you want to make it like how do I put it? You want to grab the attention, however, a girl's attention gets got. Like, it's that simple. With dudes, it's a little bit different. It's easy to excite a dude. Like, bro, guess what? I found it. That's just like if a dude calls you right now, if one of your dudes, listen up, if your friend calls you right now, bro, I found a way to get the PS5 for $10. Bro, I found a way. They're gonna be like, what? The PS5 for $10? It's like that. They're like, bro, how you get it? How you get it? Bro, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time. I don't got a whole lot of time right now. What are you doing at such time? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. They're gonna make time to get the PS5 for $10. They're gonna make time. So they're gonna be like, yo, bro, I'm not doing nothing. All right, cool. At this and this time, I'll explain in detail how to get it. You're like, all right, bro, hang up. And see if they show up at such and such time to try to get the PS5 for $10. But it all starts with making it important. You want to make this opportunity call, make it seem like it's the best thing since sliced bread. That's what you want to do. If you make it so important that it's like when sliced bread came out, they're going to be on the call. They're going to be on the call. And you just want to hang up, and then that's it. That is for cold leads. Warm leads and hot leads is a little bit different. You catch their attention, you're like, oh, I know we ain't talked in a minute. I know this and this and this. I know we ain't talked in a minute. And then you just want to follow through with the rest of this. That's basically what that is. Invites. Boom, take a picture, screenshot, whatever you got to do. All right. Now by this time, you know how to get results. You know what to do with the results. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you. This is the last thing I'm going to go over. This last, 10, 15 minutes. All right, cool. So what you want to do is you want to make a list. You want to be organized and make a list. Be organized. You want to make a list. All right, that's H. Make a list. What I mean by that is this business is a sorting game. You can't even see it. Make a list. Oh, now y'all can see it. All right. So you want to be organized and make a list. Because what you're going to do, once you make a list, and the list should be 25 to 50 names. For the law of averages, you should make a list of 25 to 50 names. Whether that be cold leads, warm leads, hot leads, it don't matter. But what you want to do is before you even execute the PS3, This is what you want to do. You want to sort and qualify. And I think somebody mentioned it earlier. They said, what did they say? They said poor mindset. Although that's true, that's where this comes into play. It's because not everybody is meant to be invited to even see the information. We're for anybody, but not for everybody. So you want to sort, you want to qualify to even see if they can look at the information. This is exclusive. Even if you're 2&Free, if you want to go 2&Free, you're a 5-star business. They don't know that you finna get 2&Free, but you want to come in the DMs like you already Chairman 10, Chairman 100, if that's your goal. So what you want to do is you want to sort and qualify to see if you can even look at the information. The easiest way to do this is from the profile and on the phone. That's the easiest way to do this. Yes, act the part to be the part. It's that simple. So you can say a lot about a person from their profile. If they have 0 pictures, you don't want to take that chance. If they have 0 pictures, or if they have like 50 million pictures and they're all of like flowers in the field or whatever, like sort and qualify. When you're making your list, you want to make sure that they're going to actually take this serious and not going to waste their time. Because like I said, if you don't respect their time, nobody else will. It's that simple. So look on their profile. If they have all kinds of like, all kinds of weird stuff on there, like they got a bunch of clowns. I mean, some people are into clowns, but I'm not discriminating, but still. Does that look like a person that's going to run with this business? Does that look like somebody that's going to run with this business? So at the end of the day, you don't want to lose your 2&Free. Because let's say you go 2&Free and you lose your 2&Free right before your monthly. That's your fault at the end of the day. Because you didn't sort and qualify. So you want to take your business as seriously as you want somebody to take your business. So if you want high quality individuals, you got to put that filter up to only look for high quality individuals. So, and another way to do this is on the phone. The way that somebody talks to you on the phone will tell you a lot about a person. But this all comes with, experience and actually getting on the phones. But more than the story, everybody can't look at the information. Everybody is not meant to buy in. Some people are content with, clocking in and out. That's just their life. They're just content like that. Not everybody is meant for this lifestyle. Not everybody is meant for it. So don't treat it like it's meant for everybody. Put on your glasses, your little imaginary blazer, pull up your britches, and actually look for quality people. Because if you want a quality business, you got to have quality people. And that's just a fact. So let's go ahead and recap. Take a screenshot, take a picture, write it down. Them clouds are creepy. Yes, they. All right, cool. So before you get your 2&Free, you need to become educated. You need to get results. You need to be educated. You need to get results. Then, after you get educated, you get results. Have self-reflection. You have to think of, yes, that is exactly what you have to do. Educated results. Then you want to execute PS3. But when you're executing the PS3 method, you want to sort and qualify. Then, once you do that, take care of your people. That's what you want to do. Once you get educated, you get results. This is for you. Once you fill your cup, then you can start looking for other people. That's your PS3, sort and qualify. Actually getting on the phones, actually talking to people. Then you take care of your people. Get them plugged in. Get them plugged in and educated. Plugged in and educated. Then, I want to get them paid and repeat. So, everything that we just went over is duplicatable because it was duplicated to me. First off, you want to get educated, you want to get results. That's for you. Before you even look at getting somebody into the business. Then you want to look at other people. Getting your PS3, sort and qualify. Once you execute PS3 and you get people into your business, take care of your people. So just how you had to get educated, you had to get results. Show them how to do the same thing. Because the whole point of you going through this was to learn how to do it and simplify it so that when you get new people into your business, they're able to do this in half the time. It's that simple. So you want to lead your people to be able to do this and get them paid at the end of the day. Because the more you do this, the more people you get into your business at the end of the day. And this is for take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do. All right. What was I saying? All right. So this is what it looks like. So boom, this is you. So got your 2&Free. You got your 2. I hate when it does this. You got your 2&Free. Once you got your 2&Free, that's what it looks like. Now let's say you actually duplicated this. Let's say it took you 4 days to go 2&Free. It took you 4 days to do that. The whole point of you going through this process was so these people can be able to do the same thing in 2 days if they're serious. And if you're really serious, you can do that. And then this. And then guess what? If these people are serious, now look at you. What is this? Platinum 600. That easily. Because you actually plugged into a training like this and you learned how to go 2&Free. If you know how to go 2&Free, you know how to go P150. Because all smashing P150 is just getting you a 2&Free 3 times. It's that simple. Because if you get your 2&Free 3 times, look what happens. Because I guarantee you, out of the 2 people, one of them is going to want to go P150. And if you see the value in going P150, you will too. And once you do that, you're P600 before you know it. And if the quicker you go P150, the quicker you go P1000. And the quicker you go P1000, it's wraps after that. Because the quicker you go P1000, the quicker you go P2000. The quicker you go P2000, the quicker, hold up. The quicker you go P5000. The quicker you go P5000, the quicker you get to C10. That's how simple it is. If you really, really plug in and go into the compensation plan, it's really simple. If you know how to go 2&Free, you know how to smash P150. It's really simple. You saw how I did it. If you got your 2&Free, and if you're really serious, you go P150. Then you'll show other people how to do it too. And by that time, you P6. And all you need to go to do P1 is duplicate P6 3 times. Because P6 times 3 is P1000. Think about it. P1000 is 12, 12, 6. P600 is 12 members. And the quicker you go P1000, the quicker you can show somebody how to get to P1000. The more people you get to P1000, the quicker you go to P2000. Quick you go to P2, quick you go to P5, quick you go to C10. It's that simple, family. So, y'all should know what time it is. It's really time to run now. Y'all got the keys on how to go 2&Free. 2&Free is really easy if you apply yourself. It's time to sprint. It's fourth quarter. It's sprint time. This business is built on 90-day sprints. So the quicker you can go 2&Free, the quicker you can do anything. Really, because 2&Free is the foundation for everything. Some people say it's really not a rank, but 2&Free is more of a lesson than it is a rank. That's why it's 2&Free. Because guess what? If you really know how to produce 2&Frees, it will make it 10 times easier for you to produce P150s, P600s, P1000s, P2000s, P5000s. Like I said, you want to create producers before you create leaders, because the best leaders are the best producers. I'll repeat that again. You want to create producers before you create leaders, because the best leaders are the best producers. But it's not because they're the best. They're the best producers. It's because they know how to manage them and they know how to take care of them. And it all comes back to what you learn going 2&Free. Because if you really know how to plug in, if you really know how to get results, then your business is going to be based on getting results. Because nobody likes a business that don't produce nothing. Nobody likes people that constantly sprint and don't get no results and don't produce anything. It's a tough organization. They got a lot of leaders, but no producers. And it all comes from going 2&Free. So with that being said, that's my time. If you got any value from this call, if you got something from this call, go ahead and drop some sevens. Seven is the number of completion. 7 is the number of completion. That is my time. I'm always appreciative on coming on here and dropping a little knowledge for y'all. Instagram, cool, right here. It's right there. And oh snap. All right. So what I said was, go to my Instagram, DM me 2&Free, and I'll send you the YouTube link. Oh, snap! He actually sent the link. Appreciate you, Kay, man. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end it off like this. Does anybody have any questions over what I just said? Over anything about the business, getting results, growing the business, anything. Does anybody have any questions? It don't gotta be about this training. All right, cool. If everybody's all good, drop another 7, and I'm gonna end it off like that. All right, cool. Everybody good. Everybody good. So with that being said, the guest webinar, the opportunity call, is going to be live in 30 minutes. Send your last reminders to your prospects. Get it on, get it packed out. Execute your PS3. Even if you have no prospects, get on there anyway. Go be a student. Take your notes so you can learn how to do an op call. So you don't let it plug people into the op call. With that being said, I will catch y'all later.